Alright, hi guys, I'm back. There's no name for this pattern because it's not a pattern in particular. Today I'm going to play with just drawing. Where'd my pen go that I want? I want a PN pen. I'm going to use this blue one. Why not? I'm just going to draw lines and I'm going to connect them, and I'm just going to chit chat with you guys. Perhaps read some of these questions that you guys have asked me, or I like to read. I'm going to read some of these places that you guys draw. The other day I had to, for my work, I was an observer for a workplace election, and so that meant I had to be at work sitting during the election period, which between the morning shift and the night shift ended up being approximately 3.5, 4 hours of me not doing my regular duties, but doing this instead. And I was hoping I could sit back there and draw. Brought my drawing stuff, and then was told I couldn't have a pen and a pencil out because it would maybe look like I was taking notes on the proceedings, and I wasn't allowed to do that, even though that's not what I was doing. It was frowned upon. So I had to read instead, which that made me sad. I really wanted to draw because I like to draw when I'm sitting in waiting places. I like to take that time. So I had asked the question, where do you draw? When do you draw? Like I said, I draw when I have downtime. And lots of times I just do this, where I just make some lines and then I just connect them in some way, or I put a little pattern in each section. But I think this is a very small piece of paper today. As you can see, it's what size is this one? Is this the 2-inch or 2.5-inch square? I think so. Let me measure that. Yeah, it's a, oh no, it's 3. It's a 3-inch square, 3 by 3. But so I'm just gonna draw some lines, and I'm just gonna do a little connecting. Can you see that? Or I'm just taking, and I'm just gonna connect those like that and fill it in. That's all I'm doing. Some of them I'm going to make a little bit bigger, some small. And this is what they consider neurographic tangling, because when you're all finished, it kind of looks like a pattern of neurons. Looks weird all close up. I'll do back a little bit. But anyways, I wanted to know when or where do you guys take your drawings? When do you draw? And somebody first answer was in doctors' waiting rooms. At this stage in this person's life, I spend way too much time in doctors' offices. Don't we know that? Whether it's for ourselves or for our aging parents, don't we spend too much time at doctor's offices? My husband has diabetes and has had some amputations. It's a 6-year battle that's finally healed. This person carries a small clipboard and a couple of tiles and a pen and a pencil, and sometimes gives the drawings away as thank yous to the nurses or the receptionists. And that's a cool thing to do. When I was on vacation in on our last cruise, I took my supplies and I took some watercolor, my little watercolor pan. I don't have it here because it's still packed. You've seen it before, that little, I think it's Kuretake? I don't remember. The little travel pan that I have. But I took that with me and I did a watercolor of when we were sitting in Cabo San Lucas, up on the Lido deck. We were sitting there playing games, and I was drawing, and I was doing some tangles, and then I got tired of doing tangles, so I made a picture of what I was seeing out my window, and then I gave it away to the room steward on our last day along with our tip, and he didn't even look at the tip. He could have cared less how much money we gave him. He was so thrilled about the picture I gave him, and I thought that was really awesome. Let me see if I can find it in my, oh, not Messenger, I need gallery. Camera. Nope. Not there. Did I take a picture of it with my phone? Or did I take a picture of it with my camera? Might have been with my camera. I'm trying to find it for you guys. Nope. That is not what I did with it. Let me go here. I need to go to my profile. I need to go to my pictures. This is a riveting content. You know, I love my riveting content. Why is it not showing my pictures? You know, Facebook is a challenge. I love sharing my stuff on Facebook, but where do they hide stuff? There we go. Albums. My most recent album. Let me find the picture, because I really want to share it with you. There. This one. Okay, I'm going to have to turn off my... Come on. That one. I did a little watercolor of Cabo San Lucas. Hey. And I gave that to my room steward. Giving away your art, people really appreciate it. You don't realize, you know, you're drawing something that doesn't it's not a precious work of art. It's not something that takes forever. It's just something that you were doing as you were relaxing and doodling and doing little tangles. But you give it to somebody and they so appreciate it. Especially if you think, you know, I was thinking about you, I appreciate you, as a little gift, a little thank you. That's awesome. That's an awesome way to do things. I've done that before with one Christmas, my massage therapist. I did a larger piece where I traced my hand and then did tangles on the fingers and stuff, and gave that to my massage therapist because I was thinking about all the different wonderful work that she does with her hands. And so I gave her a gift of a picture. Didn't cost me anything other than a little bit of time. And I think it was appreciated more than perhaps a gift card or something like that. That was That was for Christmas. I'd made that for her. Not everybody appreciates homemade or handmade gifts, but many do. And especially if it's something small, like a small tangle like this, especially if they watched you draw it and then you give it away to them, they really appreciate that. So it's something to think about. What's the next one say? I often draw in the afternoons as a stay at home mom. I'm assuming that's what that means. I've always tried to leave 2 hours for myself and drawing after lunch. No, I don't know. I don't know what SOHO. What's SOHO, folks? That's not stay at home mom. What's SOHO? They try to give themselves some quality time after lunch for drawing. Isn't that awesome? If you recognize your answer here, tell me what's SOHO. I was trying to say stay at home mom, but that's SAHM, right? And that isn't that the acronym that's used? I don't use that. I also don't use like SO, significant other, or what is it, DH, darling husband? I don't know. I don't get them. I just assume, I just gather from context of the rest of the sentence what they mean by the abbreviations that they use about themselves or others. I'm clueless. I don't get context. I have to use context. I am definitely a contextual clue kind of person. And sometimes I just don't get it. But anyway. What else did somebody say? I mostly draw before going to bed in the night on weekdays. On weekends, time varies. I love the way you teach and enjoy all your tutorials on YouTube. Thank you for sharing your ideas and designs. Well, you are welcome. I enjoy doing it. And I will be on the lookout for new patterns, new things, new ideas, new inspiration. Like I said, moving forward, if you guys have any ideas, if you have any like theme you want me to go for, I don't know. I'm not sure where to move forward. That's why I'm just doing something simple that I don't have to think about today, because I'm a bit at a loss. Like I said, I will have to give this some thought. It was kind of sprung on me when all of a sudden it just stopped working, and I had plans. I already had planned out this entire month of November, and I had all the pattern names figured out, what I wanted to do based on the daily pattern prompt thing, and they all just disappeared. Went to go get ready for my next drawing, and it was gone. But I do have to draw, because as you are watching this, I think I will be either on another cruise or preparing for one. I don't remember the dates. Sometime in the beginning of November. but I don't recall because, you know, life. So I have to draw ahead of time. So usually I'm drawing in ahead. I'm drawing ahead. My brain is having issues. Usually I'm drawing ahead for like today is in the middle of October. First half of October. Not quite right at the beginning. We're nearing the middle. And usually by now I would have most of November drawn, but because all of a sudden the website stopped, I was kind of thrown for a loop, and I just sat there not knowing what to do, deciding whether or not to just quit as well. But I don't want to. I don't want to quit. So I decided to just turn on my camera today and just draw something, anything, and not freak out over a plan, and just be what I am. And we'll just plan later, you and I together. Like I said, if you have any ideas for December, if you have any patterns you think might be good for December, keep in mind that I only draw every on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so I don't need a whole month's worth of ideas, but I do need some ideas. If you have some ideas of what you think I should do, leave a comment. I would appreciate it. We're going to do this together as a community. We'll stick it out, and we will learn together, and we will grow, and we will figure things out. But see, that just kind of makes sort of a neuron sort of a thing. And then I'm going to put some shading and some highlights, and that really makes it pop. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do shadow on the left side of each of these shapes, and then I'll do highlight on the upper right. Is that where I normally do shading and highlight? Yep, that's normally where I put it, because I don't know, it's where I'm happiest with the shading and highlights. Bottom and left is where I tend to put a shadow, and top and right is where I tend to put a highlight. We're just going to do that. Okay, what else does somebody say about drawing? Let's see, I did that one. Most of the time I draw botanical tangles, though not always. Generally late at night when my family and even my dogs are sleeping, as that's the most uninterrupted time for me. I draw in the morning as well when I'm putting off housework. Very good. Putting off work by drawing, always a plan. One of my favorite times to draw and relax with no guilt is while I'm doing the laundry. The washer and dryer are within hearing distance, so the time goes fast while drawing and doing the laundry. I also use my best chair for my back when I draw. It takes pressure off and I feel better. Absolutely. You want to make sure that you are doing your best while you're doing your art to not hurt yourself. You want to stay ergonomic. Absolutely important Sometimes I do not take my own advice. What did I do with the blending stump? I had it in my hand from the last video right there in front of my face. But absolutely, you want to be as ergonomic as possible, which is also why you want to turn your paper. Remember to turn your tile. Don't turn your hand. Don't make your hand all crooked. Turn your tile and keep your hand in a neutral position. However you hold your pen. I know that some people hold their pens and pencils in different ways. Whatever works best for you. I know with my pen, I tend to hold it upright like that, and for my blending stump, I tend to hold it more like a pencil. But you definitely want to be more ergonomic. And if absolutely you want to sit in a good, comfortable chair, I need a new sofa, but I don't want to spend the money. But I really need a new sofa. I unfortunately got a little bit of inheritance recently, and so I can take some money and maybe get a sofa. I suppose that could be what I do with some of my money. I say unfortunately. Most people would say, oh, that's great, you got an inheritance. You know what? I would rather have the person still in my life rather than the money. So yeah, it's unfortunate that I got an inheritance. Too many people have passed in a short period of time, and I am just done. I'm done. I realized the other day, right now we're kind of doing a vigil for an uncle. He's not doing well. He's in the hospital and he's not doing well. And doctors have asked that the family call the children to come say goodbye. And that's making me very sad. And so I went and I looked at the last big family gathering we had. For his 85th birthday. His 85th birthday. And I realized that in the past 6 years, we've lost I've lost a dad. My husband's lost a dad. My husband's lost a cousin. I've lost a stepmom. My husband lost a brother. And now we might be losing... Oh, we lost an aunt, and now we might be losing an uncle. That's like 7 people in the last 6 years. That's too many. That's too many. And I don't want an inheritance. I want them back. But I can't have them back. So what I can do is I can draw, and I can put my grief and feelings on a page. And this isn't very technical, this one, but you know, I wasn't going to bring that up, but all of a sudden the thought of a new sofa and the fact that I have money and that the money came from somebody who passed, yeah, that made me sad. I don't want to be sad. Okay, I'm going to shake it off, go more positive, because I can be sad on my own time. You guys don't need to hear that. I will see you on the next video, whatever I decide to do. This was very simple. Maybe we'll do a little mandala-like something for the next one. Yeah, maybe we will. All right. I will see you on the next video. You have a great day, and I'll see you later. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Okay, even if it's adding somebody to your will, and so that when the time comes and you pass, that they get a blessing when they least expected it, because to be honest, I didn't think I was named as a beneficiary, but there it came. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.